Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Cold Steel 2. We are in Celdic and we are busy doing our rounds. And we are about to meet up with Otto, the market manager, and see how we can help around town if there's anything we can do. But before we do that, we have to finish up with talking to everyone. So let's continue with that. Well, the battle over at the border certainly has been going on for a while. How long has it been? 3 weeks? How frightening. Even more so when you consider the fact that Celdic could get caught up in the crossfire at some point. That's indeed slightly frightening. It's terrifying knowing that's a battle taking place so close by. I'm not particularly confident in the provincial army's dedication to keep us safe either. Oh, you definitely cannot count on them, that's for sure. More evacuees arrived today. Seems like the fighting's really going on somewhere fierce on the other side of the Twin Dragon Bridge. Here's hoping we can at least be of some help to them now that they're here. It's times like these that we really need to step up and help each other out. I mean, there's not too much we can do, but even the little things count here. That it certainly does. Well, I had a discussion with the market manager about making the trains more accessible, but not much came of it. Mostly due to the fact that the Alliance has priority in the train line's usage. I guess that's understandable. They have all sorts of goods they need to transport around the country after all. I guess the only option is to make do without for now. I deal with grains and the like, so having train transportation is vital. However, I don't have much choice now but to do without. Yeah, so maybe another way of transporting it? Maybe horse and carriage? Just an idea? Oh, apparently the provincial army has a checkpoint not that far from where Louise lives. She sounds pretty worried about it, but who can blame her? Her family pops in every now and again though, so they seem to be doing alright. I've told her to try and ignore all the rumors that's been spreading, but that's probably easier said than done. Honestly though, if she's that worried, she should go pay them a visit. I keep telling her as such that she refuses to take any time off because everyone else is facing tough times too. Oh, good grief. She's too kind-hearted for her own good, you know? I know. Well, I came along over to buy the seeds for the next year. But wouldn't you know it, they were all way too expensive thanks to them crazy taxes. I could get barely nothing. Next year's harvest is gonna be a pitiful thanks to this. Feels like I'm caught in some money-draining cycle now. Oh, there's an absurd amount of rumors flying around these days, so try not to trust everything you hear. There's plenty of people out there willing to take advantage of how hard it is to discern the fact from fiction after all. For example, they announced that Princess Elvin has been kept safe in Heimdallr after all this time. But at the same time, there's this rumor that she was kidnapped right when the war broke out. Wow man, talk about a shock. You might want to dial it a bit back there. Still, even if it's the truth, no one else is going to believe that. I'd definitely be surprised if the rumors about Princess Elvin were true. But you see, just goes to show you how much shady info is getting spread around these days, so just be careful who you trust. We'll do, Louise, we'll definitely do. You're out there somewhere, aren't you, Ricky? He is, isn't he, Idios? You're out there somewhere. Yeah, maybe it's time you man up, Anton, and try to find him. Because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind seeing the face of his friend. We had to run away because the fighting reached our hometown. Where's Daddy? I'm glad we were able to escape, but I've been separated from my husband. I hope he's alright. We need to find somewhere to stay for the night too. Sup, Machias? You sure you should be hanging around town? We should be fine for now. Thanks for relaying that message. Everything worked out thanks to you. Yeah, I owe you some thanks too. Being up with everyone would have been a lot harder without your help. Nah, it's cool. I got some spare change from Otto for it too. You're one sly kid, that's for sure. Just try and keep stuff like that to a minimum, alright? Anything interesting? Already have that. Don't mess this up, you hear? Doing business in Heimdallr is tough enough as it is. The last thing I need is you screwing up and making things even more worse for me. No worries, I'm well aware. See you next month, old man. Hey, are these the two guys that were fighting in Cold Steel 1? Are they no business partners? It does look like it, doesn't it? See you then. I managed to get my stock together thanks to Heinz. All that's left now is to make sure it all sells out. I'm very pleased with how things went today. Marco certainly got more proficient at doing business. Of course, if he thinks I'm going to let him show me up, he's got another thing coming. Phew, I managed to make it in time. There aren't too many trains running these days, so I really can't afford to miss one. I even got to see Otto on the way here too, so now I can leave without regrets. I'm worried about how my family's holding up with this war, so I've decided to return to the countryside. Are you leaving for elsewhere too? If so, I wish you safe travels. Well, when we meet up with our friends, we might. We haven't really decided yet. That market manager is a nuisance. He certainly seems to have an issue with us, considering the number of times he's come by to make an appeal. Don't let him give you any ideas. We're the ones protecting you from the Imperial Army, not him. Guess it's almost time to go out on patrol. How do I end up with this job? But I suppose there's always a chance I'll get to make a name for myself by finding those class 7 kids. As if. There's no way any of them will be in Celdic. Well, you might be right. Hey, spare a thought for me. I'm stuck requisitioning goods from commoners. We're in the midst of a war. I want to be out there on the battlefield making a name for myself. Yeah, and stealing food from, let us say, farmers is not a good outlook, is it? Ah, cheer up, Becky. Don't you worry, I'll protect the Grand Market when I grow up. And I'll protect you too. Ah, cheers, Tran. You really are a nice boy. Huh? Aren't you class 7's vice president? You guess you really were hanging out Celdic after all that. Imagine that. I have to admit though, you look way too weird without your glasses. Well, thanks for your invaluable feedback. Simmer down now. Well, I'm glad to see you together again, I guess. Mind leaving here, don't need anything though? I'm busy playing with my wee brother here. Wow, she's really looking down. Not much we can do for her now, is there? We should just go. Yeah, if we can solve the situation of the Noble Alliance, I'm sure she'll cheer up. Oh, our Grand Market stall is our family business, so we've been struggling lately. On the bright side, my husband's one of the most experienced merchants there, so we're still making ends meet. I can't help but worry about what's to come though. All I can do for now is keep a close eye on our finances. My husband's a veteran merchant, so we managed to keep our heads above water. For now at least. Still, I just need to believe in him and manage our finances carefully. Yeah, working together is the best way to get through. Okay, shall we try to see if we are allowed to go to the single farm that's near Lunaria? Just to see if something there is different too. I was almost worried that they weren't home. Oh, please tell me you've got a good explanation for this, Dad. Brilliant, isn't it? Now this is how you make good use of ingredients. You just dump the ingredients on the plate. How is that using them at all? That's a no effort cooking past to the point of no return now. Look at this. What kind of family has carrots that's been soaked in water for dinner? Do I look like a rabbit? Hurry up and come home, Louise. We need you. Cooking carrots in water is normal, right? Or am I missing things here? I'm kind of worried about Louise. I wish she'd come home once in a while, just to let us know she's doing okay. Oh, don't change the subject, Dad. You could have at least tried to cook this stuff. I'm kind of worried about Louise. Alright. So they're basically worried about family. Mainly because she's the one that's doing all the cooking here. But that's about it. Alright, let's go back. Alright, so that means that the only place we have left is the marketplace itself. And I'm really glad that we went to the one farmhouse. There was a really slight chance that anything was going to happen there, but now we know for certain. Because who knows? Maybe they would have had a book or a recipe for us. You never know unless you check it out. Well, it seems like everyone's gotten into the habit of going straight to the market manager Otto whenever they've got issues. I feel a bit bad for placing our burdens on him, but there really is no one more reliable. He used to be a big shot at the Grand Market too, so he really gets where we're coming from. That's how he manages to do such a good job of keeping things calm between all the merchants here. Market manager Otto helped me countless times in the past. Maybe I'll get some advice from him on how to deal with these soldiers. Well, you can always try. Ah, can I believe Martha's packed it in too? Me and her has been rivals for ages now, so it will not be the same without her around. Granted, I know she'll be back sooner or later. Being business is what she's all about after all. Same goes for everyone else too. They'll be back soon. Yes. Me and Bertha still have that sort of things between us. That's why I'm sure she'll be back to settle the score sooner or later. I hope so too. I ended up buying some honey from Luz. It's hard to resist when you're offered a free sample. That's not even the worst part. I ended up buying this broom with a dustpan attached to it. Will I really get any use out of this? Probably not. I have a long way to go before I can become a savvy shopper. I won't give up though. I have a store in Heimdallr too, but things aren't so pretty there either. That much I can assure you. Not only does the Noble Alliance constantly patrol the city, there's also the demonstrations that can last for days. Public order is practically non-existent at this point, which has led to a lack of medicine too. I dread having to return there once I get my hands on some ingredients. Celdic's definitely seen better days, but Heimdallr has its own share of problems too. I have to wonder how all of this will be resolved should this civil war come to an end. Well, I wonder that too, because technically, with the way things are now, that's how it's gonna be if the Noble Alliance wins this war. So don't be too happy just yet. It's been a month since the Transcontinental Railroad's closing. I heard some merchants traveling to the Twin Dragon Bridge thinking that it's about time for it to open again. They're no doubt aware that the vast riches await those who have a monopoly over the transport of goods. Of course, there's no guarantee things will go their way. War does tend to make things unpredictable after all. That it does. Oh, honey fact time. Honey taste varies greatly depending on when and where you get it. Spring in particular has a huge selection to gather from, which tends to make it the busiest time of the year for me. This year may prove to be the exception though. Not being able to use the trains normally kinda throws a wrench into things. I'm not entirely sure what those soldiers want to do, but hopefully this civil war comes to an end soon. The seasons won't wait for me after all. There's honey to be collected. That indeed it does. It's rather depressing seeing the Grand Market so lifeless. Perhaps the time has come to relocate to Boreahard. Things are so prosperous over there that even the most expensive wares should sell fairly well. That's only natural, of course, considering the Noble Alliance is dominating this war. I'm almost 100% certain that our tax money is flowing straight from our pockets into Boreahard. If that's the case, then I can't let this opportunity slip by. It's time to pack up and move to Boreahard. So we're gonna see you there too. I'm just gonna make sure there's nothing in there with the name set. Unfortunately, the time's come for me to close up shop for a while. I can't make much of a profit when I got no customers, high taxes and a provincial army giving you crap. Especially since I'm all about buying and selling off my stuff in bulk. Don't worry though, I'll be back. Right now, I just need to focus on finding a way to make a profit in a situation like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be hard. Hopefully before you leave, you'll give me a recipe or something. It seems like Lyman's sticking to his usual strategy of playing it safe and keeping a steady profit going. He even has the nerve to get all worried about my sales too. Won't be long until I'm back in the swing of things though. Just gotta come up with a game plan first. Well, it's a good choice. If you can't seem to make profit, best thing you gotta do is step back, look at your situation, and see how you can resolve that. Alright, I think it's time for us to head over to Otto. Otto's finally returned. Perhaps we should crack open one of the top shelf whiskies to alleviate his tiredness. Oh, nice try. You awfully just want to drink it for yourself. I put some tea on instead. You'll just have to make do with that. You've always were a pushy one, my boy. I think the main issue is that you're far too lax. Otto's finally returned. It's rather obvious how things went, but I'll ask him for the details later. The market manager's been making appeals to the provincial army over and over since the war broke out. He's yet to get through to them though. At least I can do is make him some tea. Yeah, I'm pretty sure making a deal with the provincial army is a very tiresome ordeal. Oh, Otto's finally returned from making his appeal. It doesn't seem like he had much luck, fortunately. Those are tough times for sure. Hello sir, it's a pleasure to see you again. Is your business all taken care of now? Well, if it isn't young Rean. I'm pleased not much has changed with you. I'm relieved to see you successfully met up with Machias too. Well, we haven't seen you since April, but you seem to be doing well for yourself. Machias told us that you were able to hide out here thanks to your help too. Indeed, it's all thanks to you and the town folks. You don't know how much you've helped me. Oh, think nothing of it. I'd say it was more due to your resolve that things work out so well. I have to say, I certainly wasn't expecting to see Tovel with you. I know it hasn't been that long since my last visit, but I couldn't keep myself away. By the way, you mind if we swap info since we're all here? How could such an awful thing happen in Amur? I thought things were bad here in Celdic, but the sound of it, we're getting off relatively easy. Well, it helps that Karelia became the main war zone at this point. Of course, that just means things are horrible for everyone over there rather than here. Rumor has it that the Noble Alliance is dominating this war, but the Imperial Army has been holding their ground. Word also has it that the soldiers at Twin Dragon Bridge have yet to successfully penetrate their line of defense. You probably should expect as much when you're talking about one of the Imperial Army's strongest divisions. We could definitely do with more info on what's going on over there, but I guess we'll have to wait for the others to call. Yeah, we'll have to find something else to do until then. Oh, I know. Is there anything we can do to help out around here? We'd like to repay both you and the townsfolk for all of you've done. Now sounds like the perfect chance. Well, that's a good plan. There are some matters I'd like assistance with. I can list off some things if you're willing to help. Please. Rean received 2 requests from Market Manager Otto. The required one? That will progress the story. I'm running low on a herb I used to make medicine. If anyone has any to share, I would be incredibly grateful. If you can help, please visit me at the church. Father's Herbal. Nice. A huge dangerous monster has appeared on the East Celdic Highway. Worse yet, he's been munching the crops. I'd like to request its speedy extermination for the sake of farmers everywhere. Monster, giant crop muncher. Otto, the market manager. East Celdic Highway, Plateau. It's where we said there was a good vantage point, isn't it? I think we can handle these just fine, personally. Yeah, let's do what we can to help make life easier for everyone. But making life harder for ourselves? I'll back you guys up if you need it. It's very kind of you to help us out like this. Also, remember to watch yourself. I dread to think of what would happen if the provincial army realizes who you are. I feel kind of bad now. It's normally up to Braces to handle a request like that, but... Oh, no need to feel bad. We wanted to help. He's right. Helping one another out is the best way to move forward. Well, thanks a bunch. I guess there's a reason you guys managed to survive Sarah's field studies, huh? Well, we certainly have some experience under our belt thanks to them. Can I just say I'm not a fan of how willing you are to take on even more work? Well, you're probably gonna have to get used to that sooner or later. That aside, Sarah would be pretty pleased knowing how hard you're all working right now. Well, if you're gonna be doing the work, how about I observe you doing it on behalf of the guild? You can do that? What exactly does that entail? Well, nothing special really. It's just how we do things. Keeping tabs on everything you've done means I can hand you a nice big report over to Sarah as well. Ah, I see. Well, I can't see any reason to turn you down. You can now view the quest tab in your notebook. The quest tab automatically records the progress of all quests you undertake. Key quests have a requirement mark next to their name and the story will progress once they've been completed. Quests without this mark are non-essential for advancement and will disappear from the list if not undertaken in a timely manner. Receiving quest rewards. Reporting the completion of quests allows you to receive a mirror as a reward. If not yet reported, completed quests will automatically be reported at the end of an act in the story. Keep in mind that simply completing the quest is not enough. Only once the quest is reported at your leisure or at the end of an act will you receive the reward. Having our work overlooked by TOEFL is a bit nerve-wracking to be honest. We're probably better off forgetting the ranks we got from the academy. It's back to basics for us. Rean's student rank was reset to B7. About AP and student ranks. AP, academic points, can be earned through completing quests and making appropriate decisions over the course of the story. Your student rank will also go up if you reach specific AP goals, rewarding you with a variety of special items. Making good decisions, acting appropriately, and doing quests will gain AP, academic points. So basically it's the same as was before, only now instead of questions during tests, we have to make good decisions. Alright. Oh, the Battle of the Borders certainly has been going on for a while. How long has it been? 3 weeks? Oh, how frightening. Even more so when you consider the fact that Celdic could be caught up in the crossfire at some point. Still can't see if that's the same text or not. Oh, I'm glad we're able to escape, but I've been separated from my husband. Oh, I hope he's alright. We need to find somewhere safe to stay tonight too. Okay, that seems like the same text. Also seems that everybody is in the same location. That means we have Celdic Chapel to go over there for the herb quest. But first, we have an optional one at the lookout point. So do we want to go straight there? I guess so, because if everyone's text is still the same, then there's no need for us to go over with everyone until we progress a story, which is the story of the chapel and what we need to do there for the priest. So yeah, let's head out to the viewpoint where the boss monster is. And when we get there, we'll fight it and we'll beat it. Alright, we have finally arrived. And let's see how I was right about the location. Yeah, I think we can be fairly certain. He looks so great because it looks like the same monster we fought in Trails in the Sky, only in 3D.
Stay calm. We can get through this.
That's an entire family. We have to be careful about that because that can be very worrying. And why is the overdrive taped off?
Arcus, activate! Right!
Alright, burst drive has been nice. I do want to see ultimate shot though. Just to see what it does.
Hope you're ready! You're finished!
Still an amazing looking gun. As long as you don't knock us out, we should be good. Overdrive is available at the moment. Why not?
Here goes! Overdrive! Huh. Leave this to me. Take. Let's move.
Getting rid of the little ones.
All right, let's do this. All right. Understood. Sure thing.
Did he just get blinded, really?
Leave this to me.
Okay, what do you have? 32,000, that's not too bad. Fire and earth, don't use water. That would probably grow his apple into a tree. And we can't have that, of course. Restores EP, heals, doesn't recover statuses. Still pretty good though. Just one person. If it isn't a group, I don't care.
Arcus, activate. Take.
Of course resist, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Really missing here?
Ready to go.
The only thing I really didn't want to see.
Activate.
Stop blinding him.
Here you go.
Because I want to use my ass crawl with him,
Leave
but
this to me.
I can't guarantee it's gonna hit if he's blind. So you only heal one person with that. No, we need more of that first.
Take this. My turn.
No, don't blind more people.
Arcus, activate. Sure thing. Arcus, activate. Here you go.
Still a good way to get him down. It will take a little bit, but we'll get him.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Next round he should be good.
Right.
So much did it heal? 30%.
Hang in there, everyone. Cheers. Let's move. All right, let's do this. All right. Understood.
No, don't heal yourself. 8,000 heal and strength up? That's basically 3 rounds of damage that's instantly restored. Really now? Well, this gives me more reason just to get him down a pack. Oh, he had 0 arts. Might as well have used the 0 arts and then use the S-craft straight away.
This is gonna hurt. Rebellion storm!
No! No resupply!
Let's move.
Because if he does that every single time he gets below a certain point, then how are we ever gonna beat him when we're blind?
Marcus, activate. Right. How about this? Now's our chance. Rean, let's do this.
Don't miss Rean.
Leave it to me. Eat that. Huh.
Stop doing that.
Let's move.
5 rounds and double strength? What's he building up to?
All right, let's do this. Leave it to me. I'm up. Here you go. There.
Well, if you were gonna miss,
Leave this to me.
then I would not mind.
How about this?
Doesn't mean you are allowed to miss, Makias, really.
One, two.
It does look like he is
There.
seal proof.
Let's move. Ha! Now! You're mine! Here I go.
Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Huh. Cheers. Leave this to me.
Okay, so he has only 2 rounds left.
Arcus, activate. Ready to go. Arcus, activate. Here you go. Take. Let's move.
Alright, we need to heal cause it's way too much damage.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
Sure
get
thing.
Elliot back in here.
Try this. Fire! Right.
Well, that at least is down at the moment. let's hope he doesn't do the heal. But that would be very annoying.
Arcus, activate.
Well, that's annoying too, but at least that we can negate by just using magic.
Let's move. All right, let's do this. Understood. Leave it to me. Ready to go. Right.
Okay.
How about this? They're off balance. Got you. Here you go.
Ah, sealed. Nice. That's good. That's really good. You can actually use that.
Burn to ash. Fall! Now's our chance. You're mine! Sure thing.
Oh, there's still a chance that we miss.
They're off balance.
But I was hoping for this.
Let's get them. Understood.
Yeah, that tip about switching the linkage during a fight, actually a really good one. But damn, what was it, like 4 or 5 rounds of recovering and strengthening up?
You nailed it, Rean.
That was
Thanks,
impressive.
but that was all you.
Yes!
Defeat the quest monster. That we did. Phew, there we go. Good job. Now we just have to report back to the market manager. Should we head back now, Rean? Might as well, because there's nothing else for us here to do at the moment. Yeah, let's go. Ah, I see you've taken care of that monster for me. You have my thanks. Here's your reward too. Ooh, detection with extra stats. Nice. Thank you very much. We'll make good use of it. Quest Munch No More completed. Alright, that means the only one we have left is the mandatory one. Regardless, it's a relief to know that you safely met up with another. The situation here is rather distressing, but we'll do what we can to deal with it. Do take care out there. Try not to push yourself too hard trying to work through those. By all means, prioritize your own concerns. That we will. Negotiating with the provincial army is probably a lost cause, but what choice do we have but to keep going at it? Of course, let's not forget that doing business is second nature for us. Just how long they can hold out, I wonder. It may take a while, but I'm confident we can get something out of them if we keep at it. No, no one negotiates better than a merchant after all. That is true. A merchant knows how to keep at it. Can we talk to the lady? Ah, yes. Oh, the Grand Market is steadily losing both its customers and its merchants. We don't know just how long this war will last either, which is even more worrying. Our only option for now is to put our knowledge to use and hope it's enough to help us pull through. So, you're the infamous Class 7, huh? I had no idea the market manager was looking out for you. I'm amazed he managed to keep the provincial army fooled in between all the other issues he's been dealing with too. Seems like people really mean it when they say he used to be an incredible merchant. That he definitely was. I never realized that the market manager was helping shelter some of Class 7. Perma York seemed to have noticed though. Guess that means I've still got a long way to go. Yeah, but that's probably because they know the manager a little bit better. Alright, I was almost afraid that everybody would have had different texts. Let's see if they're still hunting for Class 7. Hey, spare a thought for me. I'm stuck requisitioning goods from customers, commoners. We're in the midst of a war. I want to be out there on the battlefield making a name for myself. Okay, so the texts are still the same. So the only thing we have left to do now is to go to the church and help around with whatever they need us to. But that will have to wait until the next episode. So for now, I'm gonna leave it here. So, to all of you, I wish you all good night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we see if we can help the priest whatever issues ails him. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna have something to do with herbs and medicine, because I know we read about it. Yes, herbal remedies. I knew it was gonna be something with herbs. Alright, that's gonna be next time. Until then, everyone, bye-bye.